we can move on to the second segment. I do have a second segment. Do you know Simone Biles?
Is that the gymnast?
Yes.
I know of her.
Okay. So, I just watched a TikTok about her. She is 5 foot. She's 4'8".
I knew she was short, yeah.
She's very short. And she just did a stupidly tall jump. Her arms were not above her head. And from the bottom of the floor to the top of her head was 12 feet. She jumped. She jumped so high that she could clear every single current active NBA player in the
solid like basketball court or trampoline or what?
It was on a gymnast court, which is springier than a normal floor, but not a trampoline. It is springier. I don't know about them. I was curious about that. I'm like, no way, this is off just a plain floor. It was not. But it's still insane. She can jump higher than every NBA. She could probably dunk.
Well, yeah, you said her head is 12 feet?
Yeah.
Then that means she could most definitely dunk.
Well, we have to also take into account she would have to jump off of a gym floor, not a gymnast floor.
But she'd also be running sharp.
True. Yeah, she could dunk at 4'8". Or 4'10". I don't remember. I think it was 4'10". Give her those extra 2 inches. That's insane.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
That's like this guy was like, she's the greatest athlete ever. I'm like, you could probably.
I don't know if I'll go that far, but you could definitely make an argument.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, Usain Bolt, the swimmer. Why can't I think of the swimmer's name?
Phelps.
Michael Phelps. Serena Williams. I know it's interesting to include golf in this, but Tiger Woods. I mean, from what I heard about Tiger Woods in his early days, it was insane. I am watching a flock of starlings get hunted by a predator bird outside. It's like watching a dog fight. They you have the predator bird just kind of flapping there. Oh, you know what? That's not a predator. No, it is. They're like flying around like this bird that's just like hovering there, and they're just like, what? This is wild. I don't know if it was like trying to kill one of them, or I'm sure it was, but holy fuck, they're just like, that's cool. Anyways, no, yeah. I know golf isn't exactly the most athletic thing, but it does take talent and skill and practice to be good at it. It's not exactly an easy sport. It's not very physically demanding. You know, old people can do it pretty well. Because once you get the talent down, you can... You know, I mean, to be really good, yeah, it is pretty physically demanding. You got to have a lot of upper body strength and legs and basically your entire core, so you can whip that ball as hard as you can, so you can, you know, not have to work as hard, so you can save as much room as possible. But yeah, I was like, I don't know if she's the greatest athlete, like, but she's something. That's insane. 12 feet. Bro, she's like, she's like a cricket, like a grasshopper. my apartment's probably less than 12 feet tall at its tallest point. You could be like, hey, can you, like, imagine, like, a kid, like, lets go of a balloon, and he gets stuck to the top. You just tell her, hey, can you grab that for me? And not like she's tall. She just, ping, and just jumps and then grabs it. What? What the fuck? That just doesn't seem possible. But apparently she's also, I don't know if, so she was more famous than her husband. I think he was like a second stringer in like the NBA, or I don't know. But he's going around being like, oh no, she wasn't famous until she met me.
Who?
Simone Biles. Her husband said that.
Oh, who's her husband?
I don't know.
I thought she was famous because of the Olympics.
Oh, yeah. She is more famous than her husband, but her husband claims he is more famous than her. I don't know who he is. I don't know who Mr. Biles is. I got a fucking clue. Apparently, he claims he's more famous than her.
Gymnast too?
No, he's like a NBA second stringer, I think. I don't know. I don't know. That's the meme, though.
What's the meme?
I'm just like, bro's intimidated by having such a strong, independent woman of a wife. It kind of reminds me of...
Well, is she truly independent if she needs a husband?
What?
Is she truly independent if she needs a husband?
You don't need a husband. She just likes him.
Oh.
Bro, if you can jump 12 feet in the air, I'd be shocked if you couldn't get if you couldn't open your pickle jars. Alright? Or kill a spider.
What? Those are two different muscles.
I just expect you to be strong, stronger in the grips too. But I guess she is 4'10", so her hands probably aren't very big. So
you can have smaller hands. So if you find a big ass pickle jar,
That's what I was getting at. I was like, okay, you know what? That's a bad example, but
that's a horrible example.
But really, women, a lot of people would say that's all men are good for: opening pickle jars and killing spiders.
Oh, well, that's more than I thought we were. I heard an argument that all men are just walking dildos.
That too. That's actually a. I'd believe that.
I was trying to say walking vending machines. Walking
ATMs.
Walking ATM.
Yeah.
Walking ATMs.
But you get yourself a strong, independent woman, she becomes the ATM.
Yeah. Sugar mama.
Exactly. No, there was a debate. I remember when Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce started dating. A lot of people were like, well, people in the NFL somehow didn't know that Taylor Swift is like the most famous person on the planet right now.
Oh yeah, she became famous because of Travis.
And they're like, she became famous because of Travis. And I'm like, no.
Yes.
No.
That makes perfect sense.
Taylor is... I underestimated her fame too a little bit. I was like, I'm sure she's a little more famous. No. And then she made it on the cover of Time as most influential person of the year. I went, oh. She beat out fucking Putin. Oh. Okay. When you beat out entire world leaders to be on the cover of Time. Bruh. What is the wet sock doing? Well, whoever wins the election this year will be on the cover of Time. That's usually how it goes.
Oh yeah. Did you watch the
I heard.
debate?
I didn't watch, but I heard.
It is quite the interesting spectacle.
Yeah.
At this rate, I don't know who I want to vote for.
Well, I tell you what. Let's go vote for RBK.
They seem to both come across as criminals. And at least one seems to know where he is at all times.
Hey, but the one that doesn't know where he's at, apparently he's got a better golf game. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about his golf. No.
At some point, they started talking about golf.
I watched the whole thing.
I figured you'd heard about that because it's the most notable part of the whole damn thing.
Oh.
Oh, also, at the very beginning, so what I heard, Donald and Joe met, and Donald was like, "Your son's a convicted felon," and Biden, the wet sock, somehow had a moment of clarity and was like, "Your son's also a convicted felon." I was like, "Damn, they're just out for blood."
Yeah.
But then, according to Biden, he's invited Donald out to play golf many a times. I'm like, what? I'd pay to see that game. I would get paper. No, I don't know if I get pay-per-view. That's kind of expensive. But I'd pay money. I'd donate some money to get that game to happen. The only reason why I wouldn't pay for pay-per-view is because I'd rather A, either go to the game, or B, stream it illegally. Or watch the highlights later. No, yeah, they argued about golf at one point. So you know who we should vote for?
Some third party member.
Let's vote independent and vote for RB. I think it's JFK's nephew.
I've heard things about him too.
Huh?
I've heard things about is it Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot he talked about having a worm at one point. He had a brain worm that ate part of his brain. And he's 72. Not 72, 70 TOO. So, you know. Honestly, we just write in Harambe again.
That doesn't do us any good.
What?
That doesn't do us any good.
I know. I don't know who to vote for. I don't want to vote at all. I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but you know what? Maybe I'll just go vote, but just not vote in the presidential election. Vote for everything else. That's the shit that matters. You know, you weed out the... See, that's the thing, right? You weed out... you weed out the idiots in the lower levels, and as they build their careers, they can replace the big idiots at the higher levels. And then the system works again, theoretically. Although this might be the last general election ever, apparently. From what I've heard, the Supreme Court ruled that the president is above the law when it comes to official acts. Whatever the fuck that means. And one of the justices that said they didn't agree with the court's ruling said that the president can now order SEAL Team 6 to assassinate his political rival and is immune. They could establish a dictatorship and he's immune from the law.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, So if the orange wins and he decides that he wants to do that, that's it. Democracy is dead. In America.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And?
I'm gonna move to Canada. We'll see. The lower courts have to apparently decide the details. So. But. Dumb. Dumb. Although, maybe now, who knows? I don't think it'd go over well if you became a dictator. People would revolt real quick. You have to be like Putin and just sit inside a bunker all day so you don't, get massacred by a drone. Anyways. What are we at? Oh, wonderful. 30 minutes. Well, this podcast has been absolutely delightful. Is there anything else you'd like to say? I'm going to take that as a no. Anyways, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts every Friday, noon Central Time. I hope. Oh, excuse me, Jesus Christ. I hope you all had a happy 4th, and for the rest of the world, I hope it was another Thursday.
Had.
And good night.